Alright. I think I'm going to do a YouTube video out of this. So, welcome to the finals of the Christmas Pajamas 1v1 tournament. Hosted by me. And I guess Baumstander. Baumstander is also, if you're looking for a German cast, the Baumstander is the way to go. I'm doing this live, as you would mostly do with tournaments, but I'm uploading this on my YouTube channel purely for the fact that I don't want to be like completely in the red on this tournament. Anyways, we have in the finals here. We have Tar versus Julian. Julian probably the best German player, and Tar is like a god at this game. Arguably the best American player, maybe after Ethan. So first best player or the second best player. And we're going to see that Julian on the left side going for 4 mines. Tar also going for 4 mines. It is very common for pro players to do exact mirror builds of each other, as often on maps there's one defined meta. Although new ranked patch just dropped, and a lot of changes recently. So I'm interested to see what's you, because like this, like before the previous patch, this map was pretty much pure laser door sniping, maybe an occasional nuke as well, and howitzer. But now we can see where it goes. Tar wins, no need for a poll. You guys are betting on. Okay, my chat loves Tar. Whenever they see Tar, they vote for him like with 90% win chance. I'll put it in chat. You know, we can. This is actually a decent amount of content. I can put another Tar. You know what? And Julian. I'm assuming they're going to win. Vote 90% Tar again. I mean, Tar is pretty good at the game. He's pretty much won every game, and it wasn't close, except for that one time on balls where he almost got shot. The finals will be a best of 3, though, so only first of perhaps 2 games. 3 games if I'm lucky. If they go 1-1. Anyways, Julian's going straight for an upgrade center. Checks out Overdrive. Tar is Moonshine, so he's going to go for... I mean, he can't just go straight upgrade center heavy tech, because that's not how that works. Only Overdrive can do that. He's going to go for a purple tech upgrade center. I imagine Tar's going to drop down an EMP here, just for early map control. And Moonshine EMPs are stronger than normal EMPs. They have larger EMP radius, and I think they EMP for longer. I'm not exactly sure. Merry Christmas. Some guy just donated me 200 check-in Kronas? I think so. 86. Yeah, the chat is 86% Tar is going to win this. We're going to see, I mean, Julian is very strong, and Julian has a ping advantage. We have a German host today because every single player outside of Tar was European. And of course, they all got eliminated, and so Tar's playing on a ping disadvantage of around 150 ping, which is significant for sniping, but Tar is also just completely cracked at this game, so yeah, well, that affects this. Tar dropping down a munitions plan, and Julian also dropping down a munitions plan. Okay, lasers, we're not seeing anymore on this map. I'm very happy about that. Also seeing no buzzsaws out of either player. Neither side went red tech, so no buzzsaws available for anybody. It appears Tar realized that. Tar could get immediately killed by double AP sniper here. There's that risk. If he doesn't defend. If he needs 4 pieces of wood to defend against an AP sniper, and 4 shots from an AP sniper will kill you. Okay, and okay, Julian misses the first AP sniper shot, which means he gave up the game. Which means he can't kill this, yeah. So, Julian had a skill issue there, missed. And now Tar can survive and continue on. And now he spent a lot of money on AP snipers here. Julian did. Specifically around, I think 700 metal. I think around 700 metal. No, 500 metal. Yeah, 150 cost to upgrade to each, and then 100 base cost, so that's 250 of each. Pretty cool. Anyways, Tar is just going to go for upgraded mines here, and then I imagine cannons. Moonshine cannons can be a little bit annoying, just because they can EMP or can't stop them from reloading and firing. But Overdrive is just terrifying. You just get more money, and more money is extremely powerful. Why is there Diddy in chat? That's a good question. I feel like naming yourself Diddy is actually quite a common thing nowadays, just because he's such a recognizable figure. And, you know, it's the joke that, you know, he's a little bit of a weird guy. Is this FPL? This is not FPL. FPL is a 2v2. This is why it's kind of cool, because we haven't had, like, a competitive 1v1 tournament in a while. So, you know, I was like, you know what, maybe I'll host that. And everybody was like, well, you just hit 10k and then hit 15k. You need to host another tournament. And I was like, I don't really want to herd the cast. And they were like, you need to host another tournament. So I was like, okay. I guess I'll do a 1v1 tournament and see who is playing. Julian 1500 APM. Yeah, it can spike up for a second. They can be a little bit like if you spam the R, if you spam repair, it can often lead to the point where it counts that at each time you press repair as APM. So You could very easily increase your APM if you want. Anyways, AB Sniper going out, taking one shot on the howitzer. Howitzer getting a little bit close here. Anyways, let's get centralized view. But Tar using a sandbag to defend against the incoming AP Sniper. And Julian responds with his own howitzer. Mirror match. Isn't that lovely? It's actually kind of insane that Tar... And that's what the AP Snipers did here. Julian is not actually that far ahead of Tar, despite being able to save on building a tier 1 tech. Like, Tar has a pretty much a free purple tech here, and they both have similar ecos. In fact, Tar has better eco. Tar has an extra, or 2 more upgraded mines than Julian has, despite the fact that Julian is overdrive. What Julian does have is 3 upgraded turbines. Tar has no upgraded turbines, but Tar can change that really quickly. They're really building, there's more opportunity costs associated with mines, because you can really just build new turbines. Upgraded mines means you also lose out some metal for a little bit. Tar dropping down a cannon, a howitzer, and a 20 So we're seeing all of the munition plants weapons from Tar, building one of each. He's a big fan of diversity, it seems. I'm just kind of shocked, because most people just cannon stack or howitzer stack and don't do a lot of diversity, but Tar has a plan, and I trust he can win with it. I saw Infinity Hour keep switching good. I think he's boosting his APM. Oh. I was born, I guess, a randomized passwords. It was 6-7. It took me 3 guesses. That is, that is the average internet. That is it, I suppose. It's 10 cent. No. Wait. No, I can't resist the bait to talk about China. I have to focus on casting this game. Julian going for double howitzer. No diversity for him. This is more what I expected out of Tar, to be honest. Generally, building double howitzer is really strong, just purely for the fact that if they build one shotgun, the second howitzer will get through. And Tar can build all the shotguns he wants. He does have a purple tech, which means he can build flaks into shotguns. He can also build EMPs. He can build anything out of that. Julian can't, though. Julian has no purple tech, no shotguns available. He does have miniguns available. Miniguns are also very good against howitzers. They also only take 2 shots to kill howitzers, which is, you know, that's very strong. It makes them a good value, but the problem with miniguns is they have charge up time before they fire, so they're much harder than to use than shotguns, because shotguns instant fire. Anyways, howitzer cannon going through. I imagine Tar was going for the mines down here. We'll see double howitzer going off here. Okay, OP OP 20mm from Tar, shutting down both howitzers in 1 volley. That is a shitload of value. 20mm extremely cheap, 600 metal. Howitzers cost 1,000 metal each, so that's 2,000 metal shut down by 600 metal. That is a lot of value for Tar, and now Tar is getting a shotgun up here to shut down all the howitzers in the future. This is very bad for Julian, because now he kind of showed his hand. He's going double howitzer. Is this snipeable? Okay, Tar getting a EMP or sandbag to stop that. Anyways, I just finished watching Avatar, and you're still streaming. Oh, you watched the entire movie? Yeah, the tournament's taking me. The tournament has gone on for 5 hours now. It's been a pretty long tournament. Well, it's been pretty exciting. Anyways, Flak is not upgraded to a shotgun yet. Tar realized that. Upgrade to a shotgun now. Tar selling off the cannon on bottom. I think he assumed it was going to be sniped. It was not sniped at all. He sold it off, replace another cannon on top here. I guess he's just going to give up on this spot. Maybe he's going to go for another howitzer cannon down there later. But I think for now he's vibing. Alright. Julian built a purple tech and a laser tech. That is a lot of techs. He's investing a lot of money into tech. That is a lot more than he used to have. Like, he could have built 2 more weapons instead of building those 2 techs. But I guess he just wanted the utility. I mean, he isn't even building a shotgun, which is what I would expect. Alright. Julian shooting up here. That checks out. Mainly because the shotgun can't counter howitzers over there, so him shooting up here does make sense. Just from it's a guaranteed land pretty much outside of this 20mm, maybe shooting it down. Other than that guaranteed land, you can't shoot down here purely because this shotgun exists. But it does look like Tar's getting a trenched upward shotgun down here to counter any howitzers going up there. If I had to watch this or the blue avatar, I watched this stream 3 times. Damn. Yeah, don't like the blue avatar. But they spent like $100 million on it. You have to like it. They spend so much money. You're the reason why the American cat... Like, if the economy collapses, you're at fault right here. You're not just eating up your Blue Avatar movie for free. Anyways, EMP coming out. Landing for free. Tar's actually not looking too good in this position. I mean, that's mainly because, you know, Overdrive just presses active button, gets fuckloads of money. But, you know, that's just average Overdrive moment. Okay, it looks like Tar's building a trenched gunner. That's probably for the EMP. No other reason. Alright. And that EMP just shut down all of Tar's heavy weapons. Tar reacting. Tar misses the shotgun, drops the lower shotgun. My chat is suddenly not betting so much on Tar. It's down to 78% Tar. Wow. Well, what was the sudden change of opinion? That is shocking. I didn't know you guys suddenly liked Julian so much. Times be a-changing, I see. Okay. Alright. Julian lost one of his mines, and one got EMP'd. Let's see. Gunner gonna do its job. The gunner does do its job. But the gunner does get sniped after. That's kind of rough. Is Julian even gonna use a sniper tech for anything? I imagine he's just gonna use a sniper tech to try and help the howitzers get through. Just build a couple fire beams. That would make the most sense. Anyways. Shotgun is repairing, can't fire, and 2 more howitzers land. That is rough. Through both and misses both. Yeah. I mean, getting 1 mine was good with the double cannon. Anyways, howitzer going across the map. Shotgun already been used. Julian misses a shotgun, which he doesn't have an excuse. Like, Tar is playing at high ping, so he has an excuse to actually miss his weapons. Julian, on the other hand, not so much. He has what? He has 66 ping compared to Tar's 210 ping. He doesn't exactly have an excuse to miss. Uh-oh. That's really bad. Everybody... Am I about to see the Tar percentage drop in the poll? Yeah, he's about to not bet on Tar. I mean, Tar, even if Tar loses this game, he just has to win the next 2. And Tar just loses another flag. Julian absolutely dominating here. And is that going to be it for Tar? Second howitzer. Is there a follow-up? There's a cannon on bottom. I don't know if it has an angle to shoot that far up, though. Like, his entire base is spaghetti. Or cheese, rather. And he lost all 3 mines on bottom, so he doesn't even have that much money to tank. And he isn't a defensive commander. Tar's playing an offensive commander, so comebacks are extremely difficult as that. And relatively not looking all that great. But yeah, how many shotguns that Julian has built now? How did I change my vote in the poll? Yeah, that's a good question. Want to change it after you cast it? I don't think you can. Based in Tar build. Now, Tar, I'm sure, is going to bring it back in the next 2 games. Alright, cannon going out, and that's GG. Tar loses the first game. That means it's time for the next game. Get up the Wheel of Fortune. See what map they have to play on. Oh, alright, Stalactites. This is the first time we've actually seen Stalactites in this tournament. Banned from every future tournament. Can't be having this. Anyways, on to the potentially last game of the tournament. We have Dranison on the team 1. We didn't switch Tar and Dranison's team sides. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. I'm sure everybody's fine with that. Anyways, Julian. Wait, no, not Tar and Dranison. Tar and Julian. It's my bad. Julian dropping 2 turbines. Tar dropping 1 turbine. Tar is Buster versus Scattershot. Both rocket commanders now. I'll be very happy to see a rocket on rocket combat. I haven't seen a rocket on rocket game since rockets were like meta back in like 2021. So if we return to 2021 meta, I think the game is healed. I quite enjoyed watching the 2021 meta because, you know, rockets on rocket combat was always exciting. You get a lot of trench gunners everywhere, AA, and then a lot of explosives just constantly firing, and it's super stressful for both players, which is the best part because, you know, if the players are stressed out, that's like ideal. That's when you know you're having fun. I did the curve Tar is playing is not the real Tar. I mean, I know Tar has never made a workshop map before. And you can't hide the workshop map badge. So, It's not possible to hide. Just like how I can't hide the YouTube creator badge, so I have to go on my alt account if I want to cheat. Not want to cheat. If I want to go incognito, I'm not cheating. I swear. Except for that one time where there was that one modder that did that thing. But that was before my YouTube career. Okay, I can't be held responsible for those actions. That was when I was in middle school. I was young and impressionable. So I can't be held accountable for the actions of a minor. That guy was an idiot. Anyways, Julian on left side going Purple Tech Upgrade Center. Tar going for Purple Tech Upgrade Center. These are all rocket type shtick going on here. Main difference is that Julian doesn't have back turbine. Tar does. Tar does seem to be going rockets. Julian also going rockets. That's what Tar wants you to believe. Caught in 4K. Oh, yeah. Like, let's pretend like you guys did just bully a few people a few times using something that was not exact. I mean, it wasn't cheating, technically. It was just a mod that allowed a person who had a secret code to do a bunch of weird stuff, okay? It was, like, I don't know if it was cheating, perhaps. Like, everybody had the mod installed. I just happened to have a code that made the mod do a different thing, okay? Like, I don't know. I can't be, like, shut up. I can ban you. How about that? Anyways, Tar dropping a unit. Okay, Tar's not actually going rockets. It appears he's dropping a munitions plan. Maybe heading for some upgraded weapons. Julian over here heading for going for some shotguns and a rocket himself. Tar just vibing. Gonna get some upgraded mines, turbines, a lot of eco. It appears. He was just baiting that he was going rockets. I think he was just baiting that he's going rockets. This is a very defensive rocket setup. 2 shotguns are not great if they don't... Like, shotguns are very good for map control, but if they're not going rockets, you don't really need more than one. I'll just stream this long when he's playing games with chat. No, but then I get tired. Playing the game uses a lot more energy than spectating the game. Like, now I just can yap. I don't have to use my hands or think about game strategy or build the base. That's their job. He upgraded the EMP'd mine. I mean, I guess that's valid. It's not going to work anyway, but it doesn't upgrade regardless. It doesn't really make a difference, but still. Kind of funny to see that. Alright, Tar building some trench gunners here. Julian just going all in on rockets, it appears. Just going fully exposed weapons. Not a single door to be seen on Julian's side outside of this one that he starts with, okay? But outside of that, not a single door built on Julian's. In fact, he's been super greedy this game. He has sold off all of his metal. And Tar doesn't look like he's going to be able to punish him. Tar has 0 map control right now, which is extremely risky. Because if Tar got a secret sniper out, he would force doors on everything. And that would cost Julian a lot of money. But Tar doesn't look like he's doing that right now. So, is what it is. He can't ban us all. I can stop streaming. I can stop streaming and just record this. Have you thought of that? Huh? But you didn't think of that. If I'm not connected to the internet, you can't insult me. That's what I thought. Anyways, 3 exposed rockets, 2 exposed shotguns, 1 exposed smoke launcher. Let's see this. Bunch of rockets going across the map. Active for Team 1 is now 45% charged. Active for Team 2 is 100% charged. A cannon going down for Team 2. And Tar just looks like he's just going to vibe and tank mostly. One gunner going out, not shutting down a single rocket. That's an absolute shame. Julian may not have enough energy storage here, or energy production rather. Each rocket costs 1,000 energy cost to fire, and on active 1,500 energy to fire. I don't know if you can be able to afford that. Anyways, Tar attempting to build a sniper, getting absolutely shut down. Tar has 0 money left. Tar is broke. Can't afford repairs anymore. And there's active from the new scatter shot active, making each rocket fire 3 rockets instead of 2. And is that just Tar just GG on the spot? GG. Okay, Tar got absolutely owned. Chat, you stupids. You didn't expect that one, did you? Tar getting owned. And that's just how good Julian is. Like, GG. That's an extremely strong strategy, I'll admit though. Warthog or Scattershot rockets do seem strong. Smoke is unfair, yeah. Smoke got buffed. And Scattershot rockets and shotguns are extremely strong now. I could see Scattershot being a good rocket commander. And it was rockets seem to be back in the meta, at least in 1v1s. I'm happy to see that. Anyways, that's probably going to be the end of the video. And the end of the stream, huh?